Places like this that almost make you forget what a shitbag of a planet we live on. I've scored some decent loot from these ruins, but you have to search for stuff. The berserkers reckon they can change the whole world with these things. What are they gonna change it into? A giant, enormous plant thing?
Ooh, who are you? What are you doing here? No one's allowed around the world, Hart.
You seem nervous.
Yeah, normally Which are you?
Are you responsible?
That's what you care about? The world, Hart? What about the men sent with it? If we wither, But yes, what are we next to a world, Hart? Maybe that's what Bourne meant. He told me being a cultivator was about learning who you are.
What is a cultivator?
Well, we grow the The warriors act like the warriors might get the glory.
How long it?
Oh, I got sent here as punishment.
Punished?
Yeah, mass beer, women, and fights were all. Now, I get a kick from seeing just a few. I can take.
Tell me.
Nothing really.
So?
Probably. I haven't been anywhere else. I only go back for supplies or to trip.
3 months ago, around.
Oh, then I was back in Goliath sometime around.
How well did?
Not at all. I mean, I knew of him. People talk. But, you know, people can.
Do you know where?
I'm guessing somewhere in the forest, or.
Did you hear anything else?
Well, I'm wondering why you're not asking me about this. No one seems to be asking about it. I heard it was being sent to a cultivator in the hope it could go on to Tavar or somewhere. But it never.
Do you carry it?
Of course.
You work here on?
Most of the time. It didn't used to be as lonely. But since the Albs started, yeah,
I don't think you killed.
Me? Of course I didn't.
You really don't think?
You mean the seedling he had? I'm a.
You're out here with the.
If I tried to attack a warrior with a sword.
House.
You mean with the Albs? They don't seem to register it. That is, if the animal. Still, all in it.
Anything you want me to report direct?
Yeah. Can you tell him about the world? But if you're offering to help, I've not had any supplies. Can you get them to?
I will ask him.
Thank you. Cinda is probably the best person. I'm not asking for anything. Just the usual supply.
What they said.
At some point, when they remember. Trust me, our stomachs have better memories than they. Listen, it grows everywhere, but we've just not had.
4 dozen.
Yes, hopefully that would last us. Say, let's round it up. It would save you a trip to go.
Where do you get your...
Directly from Goliath, normally. Sometimes, but you can't rely on that.
Why have the deliveries come to a halt?
The Alb attacks. The warlords have put all... We're supposed to be self-sufficient out here, but with...
Why plant the world hard out here?
You don't understand.
So tell me.
We're changing the... Wherever you plant a world heart, it extracts the... It makes the soil come back to life. The more we plant, the more of... We have to plant them in places like this, because...
So where do the world heart...
I don't know. They found... Not now.
Yeah, that's a ruin, all right. We shouldn't stay here too long. I think we had better be careful here. Wait here. I'll wait here. I'll wait here. I'll wait here. So, that creature's down to me, is it? Jesus, the comet hardly left anything standing. There's hardly anything usable in most of these ruins. They've been picked clean.
Hey, you, what are you doing? You're scaring away everything within a day's walk. You crash around like that, you'll scare off anything you can eat.
I don't know the...
That's as plain as a horny troll and you're sleeping. You'd better learn quick. You're scaring away the prey that is my... It's hard enough bringing in the food I have to, without some big-footed oaf crashing through the forest. Still, seeing as you aren't a natural hunter, maybe you'd like to buy some goods from me.
You're a hunter?
Yeah, I found my... This is where I belong, with nature and for...
Why not?
Too much talking, too much bullshit. But you look like a talker. Is that why you're here?
What do you...
Whatever I find. You can't be too picky if you want to hit. You won't catch anyone in gold. They're missing good meat.
A berserker was...
The forest is a danger.
The berserker who was murdered...
Asgore? That ass. Yeah, I knew. I kept out of his... He kissed Ragnar's ass.
Sociable.
Sociable just means happy.
When were you last...
I don't know. This is the best area for hunting.
Do you always...
A bow? Traps? I'm here to feed berserkers, not the creatures.
You didn't like it.
I didn't put myself in a position where I needed to.
Sounds like you had a grudge.
I think most people are assholes. What's with all these questions? Is some asshole trying to pimp?
I'm questioning anyone I meet out here.
If you want an alibi for me, you'll have to go out there and speak to them.
Is that your only...
I'm a hunter. You want...
Do you want to stay?
Nothing wrong with... Let other people kiss ass and climb. I want to stay. It's bad enough they send me these...
You don't like apprentices?
Apprentices want to be hunters.
You don't think they deserve...
Sending them here just gives them a chance to live day to day, having to hit your quota of meat to send... While you train people who don't want to... I went hunting with Leonard a few days ago. He was... We got home here with no meat, and all of those damn raptors followed us right back here on... I'm not doing...
You should take care.
Hunt raptors alone? What's the point of living? Me? I'm gonna have to wait those raptors out.
What do you have to... Teach me some.
Sure.
About the... Have you...
They've been moving, but it looks like they're to the west.
Who are you?
I am Leonard. Berserker? At least I will be if Master Garen...
You're learning to be a...
I'm an apprentice. Do you have any hunting
I'm a born...
You are? What have you... Have you seen swamp spiders or trolls?
There's not much on Magalan. You don't have a choice when you're out here in the wilderness. Before anything else.
Quick. Quick. Seems he does know what he's talking about. When he talks to me.
You don't...
We have, but last time we went out, I made too much. He let me try and shoot the pack leader, but...
You dropped...
I know. Then it was too late. We had to run.
You...
Yes, I wasn't going to stay. I ran.
So...
Garen, Master Garen, he's not taught me how to... How can I hunt? Make a new one?
And you...
Would you?
I never...
But what'd you think? Please, I can pay.
Where did you...
Everything happened so fast. In any case, it was...
That's a lot.
Yeah, but they followed us, so if I think of anything else, I'll let...
I will find...
If you do that, and I will also get... Oh, and this need... I don't want... He'll get over it when I have... But if he hears in advance, he'll...
Can we get the fuck out of here? I've scored some decent loot from these ruins, but you have to search for stuff.
I found your bow.
And in one piece. Thank you. This is much better than anything I could have made. I can hunt again. Thank you.
Who said you could give...
He needed it.
You might think you were being... Leonard needed to learn.
Yeah, that's a ruin, all right.
Nothing to do?
What? Who are you?
Are you a guard?
Stop asking questions, Nick.
You're lucky I'm not in it.
Well, you know, it's not like the elves are going to attack these trees, is it? And it's not like these trees do much. I mean, they're not... Did Master Thorold send you? Is there...
What makes you think Thorold...
When he was still the big boss up there in Goliath, he used to reprimand me. Still, whatever. I've heard he's retreated into study.
What do you know about Thorold?
Not much. It's something huge that would change the war and all, but nobody is really allowed to talk about it. Well, then nobody even really...
Where is Pilgrim Thorold?
Well, that is meaning if anyone... Maybe he will figure out how to... Then good, honest war...
Now there's a future that matters. I need to ask you about...
I can't tell you not anything that's not being said, or he should have kept his head down. Ambition only gets you dead. Why are you interested in that? Really?
Tell me what you do know about...
Me? I only know what people are saying. That they thought Ascor had run away, but he hadn't. He'd been murdered somewhere out in the forest. I was out...
Did anyone see you? Is there anyone who can...
Hilda. She was with me all night. Her and Alva and Dad. They're the trees over there. Very lonely out here.
You look quite strong for somebody who...
Maybe.
Did you know?
Since we were... Our parents were friends.
Have you been...
All berserkers are. You think I could survive out here if I...
Ascor's body was found near here.
No. I know where... And I'm glad I didn't see him. I wouldn't want... My duties keep me here most of the time. So I stay looking after my girls, the trees, making sure they stay safe.
Where do you go when you do get away?
Nearby. Not Goliath, if that's what you mean. I tend to stay out here these days.
Where nearby?
The lift into the Valley of the Damned. That's a good place to relax. There's quite the view of the valley there. It's a good place to let your worries just drift away. I hope you find who did it.
Maybe you did it. You knew him. You don't have an alibi.
Why would I kill?
Why should I believe you?
Because it sounds like you're doing something about this. You should start with people who had a problem with him, not his...
Your friend Ascor.
Well, he wasn't a simple guy. But he was sort of ambitious, and that sometimes...
Ambition could give a motive.
Well, don't look at me. I'm happy where I... Leave me alone, will you?
So, that creature's down to me, is it? ain't down to me, is it?
Yeah, so me and you then. Yeah, so me and you then.
that creature's down to me, is it? So, that creature's down to me. I have a really bad feeling about this place. So, that creature's down to me, is it? So, that creature's down to me, is it?
done well getting here alive.
Are you a sentry here?
Yes. Just stay clear of the World Heart while you're here, then we'll get along fine. There won't be any shit, okay?
No problem. We'll stay well away from the giant plant.
Good.
Yeah, we will. Plenty better things to do than mess with
Anything happening around here that I should...
I don't know. We don't have the manpower to patrol outside the palisade. It's pretty dangerous out there. You'll need to keep an eye open.
What are you doing here?
Take a wild guess. The large plant. We've spent a lot of blood protecting this World Heart. Lives of the present to build a...
Your post seems under...
Ragnar sent the men we could spare. I sent some of them with one of our cultivators to a farm near the dome. We thought they would be able to drum up some supply, but instead they've disappeared. It's bad enough that the group is missing, but Rock, our cultivator, is gone too. I really need Rock to help me look after the World Heart. He's the...
I can look for this
You would? No, but be careful. There has to be a reason why he hasn't returned. The farm Rock went to is below the Dome City. You should live...
Ascor.
Dead? What the hell happened to him?
He was murdered.
Damn.
Can you think of it?
Me? No. Well, not specifically. Last I heard he was due to be tested by Ragnar along with some other candidates. Passing that test was all he ever wanted. I don't know. Ascor was a good man. Well, he was to me.
You knew Ascor?
Yeah, I asked if he could come out, but he stayed back in Goliath so he could take the warrior.
When did you last see Ascor?
Just over 3 months ago, not long before I came out here.
How long have you been away from...
Just over 3 months. Since then, I've been here, trying to survive in the beautiful islands of Abessa. Trying to manage an outpost with too few people and too few...
And you have witnesses to your whereabouts?
Yeah. More if we can find that missing supply team. This camp by the World Heart is where I've been, and this is where I'll stay until the warlords order me back.
You must be good with a sword.
Not good enough to hit someone in Edan from here, if that's...
It's obvious you didn't do it.
Yeah, well, I hope you'll find who did. He said to question me? Juris. Well, he's a man who stands by his duty. I hope that...
I'm working on it.
Look into whoever might have been a rival for Ascor. Keep your eyes peeled.
You must be here to top up on your food. Well, we can find something from our... Food is one thing we do have.
Who protects your fields?
We haven't needed any. The Albs just seem to ignore...
The Albs aren't your only...
You mean the animals out here? Yeah, they aren't. It sometimes takes a while for them to move on, but I've...
What do you have to offer?
Take a look around.
Hey you, what's new from the...
You mean Idan?
No, I'm talking about the real South, the desert.
Why are you interested in...
I'm sick of the shit here. Berserkers, clerics, fuck them all. It's all laws, commandments, rules, it's bullshit. Fuck rules, fuck laws, fuck the berserkers. The outlaws in the desert are the only truth. Freedom, profit, no bullshit.
You want to be an out...
Yeah, absolutely. They know how to live freely. I've done nothing but work, follow orders, dig shit, and for what? To have people try and kill me for things I don't even believe in. Fuck them. I want to see the world. Instead, I'm stuck here.
Then why don't you go to town?
I don't have the stores I need to get there, or the... But I know I could earn what I need. If I could just get the supplies I need.
I will get you.
Thank you. I need dried meat, you know, ration packs. And I'll need water and some sort of a weapon if you think... The water and the meat, well, there should be a number... As for the weapon, well, there are some outlaws there that have taken the place over. They're bound to have a weapon that will let me fit in when I get to...
About the supplies you need. How much water do you want?
8 full bottles should be enough. But just water, not alcohol.
I have the water.
Great. That'll stop me from...
How much dried meat?
I think a half dozen ration... That won't weigh me down too much. I'd take less, but I'm not likely to...
Can I sell?
No. I want to get a weapon from those outlaws. So, can you get me something from that farm? And make sure whatever you...
If you want me to get your supply...
You can have every shard I've saved. Get me the supplies. I hope we have a deal.
The Berserker Ascor...
Ascor? How did that happen?
Were you close to
No, I was out in the forest gathering supplies before I traveled. I've not been close to Goliath for a year. Once I had the supplies, I came... Wait, you don't think I was involved?
Did you know Ascor?
Yeah, he was an arrogant asshole. It's his sort that make me want to say this. Fuck.
What weapon?
A sword. I hate it. That's another reason I want to join the Outlaws. I've got my...
You don't seem happy as a cult.
Man, I would have to be able to read first. You can't exactly climb the career ladder. Ascor could. That guy wanted to do everything to get promoted. He hated anyone else who could read, especially if they weren't born in Goliath.
Okay, I don't think you killed him.
Shit, what? No way, I wouldn't have risked that. Even...
As you say. Thorgal wants you to return.
I bet he does, but he can go fuck himself. He can go and round up a few ass-kissing, law-abiding fellows from... I don't want anything to do with it.
What happened to...
Let me give you a clue. A lot of... I was only just able to... Those warriors are now rotting somewhere out there. Their sacrifice saved my life, but it just goes to...
About the war...
Yeah?
Do you want me to tell...
No. You'll fi... Better for me that they don't know my plans until...
So, that creature's down to me, is it? Yeah, I'm on it. Take care of this. So, that creature's down to me, is it? So, that creature's down to me, is it? So, that creature's down to me, is it? Yeah, so you knew then. Jesus, a comet hardly left anything standing. I wish my brother could see the dome here.
This world has
He always
so
loved
much to
this sort of
give.
stuff.
I know you can say that.
No. I can't believe that.
There are reasons for us to come together.
Someone needs to go out there and kill every last raptor.
How can that be?
Welcome to the camp of the impure, where the poor souls barred from the city stand and wait for the Alps to kill them.
What do you want here?
We don't want anything. We want to be in there, as the law says we can. Those clerics are supposed to uphold the law, yet here we are.
Well, if it ain't Hunter, the Duke's been asking after.
The Duke knows where I am, and you can
I want to get into the city. Can you get...
Have you tried to get in?
No.
Yeah, well, as an outlaw, that asshole Gregor, the gate guard, doesn't... Okay. I can offer you a way to get into the city, but it's risky, because you might not get out again.
Why won't I be able to get out?
All right. I just hope things don't... The clerics have shut the city up tight. They won't let anyone who does... Not in, not...
Why would the clerics?
They're stopping them meeting up with us. Anyway, we're off the point. You want in, right? And I can give you a counterfeit ID that will get... But, once you're inside there, I need you to go and... That way he can come... Like I say, I can get you in. But I also... You good with that? Does that sound...
I want to get into the city.
Have you tried to get in?
Deal.
Good. Right. That's the plan. You see, Wick has all the blank IDs. So before I can get you an ID, I need you to...
Where is Wick?
Well, that there is a good question. You see, he's been gone for a while. He'd gone... You should look for him over to the northwest. If you just look through all the houses, he should still be there.
Are there any...
Out here.
Don't you trade?
If there's profit in it, I'll buy in. What is it you're looking...
Just show me.
All right. Let's... And I'll give you a good price.
I'm looking to...
Sure. Let's see if we can make a deal.
You think you know what's going on? No one knows what's going on.
I can't say that any more clearly.
Someone's gotta sort this shit out before we drown in it.
This world has so much to give. I know you can say that.
Nah.
Something like that.
Listen, something occurred to me. My old friend Mason used to live on the coast before he joined Jackson's gang. Maybe he's gone back there.
areas inhabited by the beasts of Magdalene, and find safe places to stay. After all, not all of Kalan's creatures are helpful and friendly as herberts. This is me broadcasting from the orbit to bring a warning to all free people out there. Stay safe in the wilderness. Leave the gems behind and discover the high that faith can bring. Come to the horse. Come to Ignadon and discover the truth. This is me, Hermit, broadcasting from the
So, that creature's down to me, is it?
people of Magaland. This is Hermit, broadcasting spiritual advice and handy tips to all the species. You should know, there is a place of refuge waiting for all in the port in Ignadon. Stay pure of him. Pledge yourself to Kalan, and a new life awaits you in the service of Magaland. That is the word of Kalan. That is the word of faith. This is the word of faith. Broadcasting to all the people, all the time.
There's hardly anything usable in most of these ruins. They've been picked clean.
How can that be?
Wick is dead, but I found the
Dead? Shit. But Wick would do anything if it would mean him getting 2 shards he could tap together. Ah, well, give me the blank ID card. So, done. 1 fake ID.
Give me the counterfeit ID.
Okay, wait a second. Your image has to be added there. So, and this is the ID for Cooper. Take it to him. But make sure the clerics don't see it, see him, and do it as soon as you get in there. He's been at risk too long as it is.
I'll look.
Sure. Let's see if we can make a deal.
Here.
Shards to me.
What am I supposed to do with this?
You open the crate in the shack over there with it. Go on. Go.
Nah.
Something like that.
This teleporter is active. It appears to be connected to another near the Hort.
Hey, you've been out in the wilderness.
Yes.
Well, I'm looking for a guy, and he's called Ray. He's an outlaw. You haven't met him anywhere out there, have you? Yeah? Well, if you do, well, I guess that's my questions answered. Ray, you old son of a bitch.
You know, I am sort of surprised about that myself.
Well, here he is. Large. I still want the shards for the contract. Offer. So, are you gonna pay me? Or am I gonna have to claim?
So you've got one of these.
You know about them, do you? Well, yes, I've got one.
I'll pay you for the...
You will? Well, 1,000 ELEX it.
I don't have...
So you don't get the...
I'm sorry. You...
It's not a bad deal from my perspective. Hey, you don't really think that I will just let... Hey.
Give me the contract.
Now you want to get killed for that? You'll regret that.
What? Are you fighting now?
Halt! Not a step further. No one is allowed into the city without an entry permit.
You seem like a reasonable guy. How about we come to some sort of arrangement?
Yeah, sure. As long as that arrangement involves you pissing off and leaving me alone.
Have there been any Alb attacks?
With Zakor on our northern border, there are always Alb troops coming through on their way somewhere.
But have you heard anything about Alexiters traveling through a best?
Yeah, I have now that you mention it. Alexiter Calyx was reported to have headed north with a few combat units and a troop of mechs.
Alexiter Calyx. So he's been promoted.
A few days ago. They must be back at the... What's with the interest? You go chasing them, you'll just find trouble.
I'm asking so I can avoid...
Don't treat me like a rookie. So let me give you a warning. That approach is gonna get you...
I heard you hold people prisoner if they can't prove their...
Of course. Need a valid ID to enter? It's important we keep the right balance and that we can hold people... We've worked hard to keep things running here. We can't start... Anyone who tries to get around with ID is...
What's a suggest...
Our suggesters are the reason things remain. If someone causes trouble, then they're either thrown out, see a suggester for reorientation. But don't worry, it's a positive experience. Even so, I recommend avoiding it.
I have an entry.
Really? I thought I knew all the ones that... Well, this isn't regular, but everything seems to... Oh, and there are some rules I need to... First, stay away from the generators. Nobody but... That sort of security is why we need to keep an eye on IDs. So if you meet someone who's in the city, and Eric will take care of them. That's what was laid down by the... And the Great Council gave the clerics the responsibility for... That means everyone... So keep the peace while you're in there. Our suggesters are busy enough without you adding to their workload. And that's it.
What's happening?
Nothing right now, but it's simmering. You can feel it. There was something building even before we let those Alp separatists in here. They just lit the touch paper. But hey, we're supposed to be a sanct.
How many separate...
Too many. Once an Alp, always an Alp. They still hit ELEX. It's just a matter of time before they... I don't know what they want in the city. I'd heard a bunch of them had set up a base in the west of a... We weren't so busy here, we'd attract... Last thing we need is Zakor thinking we're harboring rebels.
Where can I...
Just go straight down the path into the inner city.
You mentioned the
The Great Council, yes. You'll have to speak to Judicator. I'm not that well informed.
Who's Alois?
Alois is the Judicator. You'll find him in the castle. He likes to stay...
He fought.
He was a brave man when I knew him. We still haven't found all the copies. Yeah, let's hope we find the rest before someone tries to collect.
What about your old boss, Jackson?
Jackson's still doing what he's always done. Leading. The guys he's running with now take anything from anyone. They murder.
Where is he?
They're wanted men. So his gang is always on. Last I heard, he was hiding in Eastern...
If Jackson's on the run...
He's still got a copy of the contract for the...
Okay.
Good idea. If he's there, he might not. Look at this place. Some days I think we should just all take a wife and settle down instead of chasing after stupid pieces of paper.
You know that would mean they would kill your wife as well.
Wow, you really don't do daydreams, do you? I mean, I'm not even married and you killed my wife.
You know that dog you've always wanted?
What? Hey, what? No! Don't go killing my imaginary dog, too. Can we get on and find Mason? He should be hanging around somewhere on the beach, fishing or something. We just have to go down the path here and follow the coast. Mason's old hiding place is a wooden hut at the end of this path. Yeah, good job. I'll help. Yeah. My brother loved places like this.
Hey, you.
What do you want?
I'm looking for a guy who was supposedly seen in the area recently. His name is Ray. Whiny little... Hey, wait a moment. Man, Ray, you are...
I am glad to see you.
Who's this? Are you Ray's new watchdog or something?
Woof.
Oh. Quick question. Do you know how much... That amount of shards isn't funny. So you and...
Why is he worth...
You don't know there's a contract out on him?
Do you have one of those contracts?
And?
I'll buy that.
Well, forgetfulness. It can easily cost, say...
You are going...
We used to be friends. We used to hang out in the same gang. Pleasure doing...
Now, stop looking for Ray.
Who?
I see we have an understanding.
Sorry, I haven't.
Hey, that was great.